Welcome to the FX Podcast, episode number 3. This is Terry from fxwithterry.com. We are talking about the virus of the mind that happens inside of the Forex world. I want to point this out to you. The moment it became real to me, and I seen it happening everywhere, I almost instantly got profitable in Forex. The virus of the mind that's going around is, for example, just any information that's being passed on to you from someone teaching you, for example, a strategy. A big deal in Forex is to have a strategy. Enter here, exit here, and only risk so much. There's actually a book that I'm referencing called Virus of the Mind, written by Richard Brody. It is something you absolutely need to pay attention to because although it's not about Forex at all, it's 100% about Forex because Forex is being perpetuated by a bunch of people. Forex strategies, Forex trading is being perpetuated by a bunch of people that, listen to me carefully, have no idea that what they're passing on to you is a virus of the mind. It's something that doesn't work, but since they wholeheartedly believe it, and they're teaching it, they truly believe it because it's been passed on to them. That's how a virus works. It's how a mind virus works. Spend some time, go learn the study of memetics or the concept of the mind virus, and you'll see where I'm going here. But let's go in a little bit deeper. Now, before I get too far here in episode 3, you can see behind me here on the screen, I have my copy trade feed, which is my signature way of trading on the internet. I have created essentially a robot incubator that takes trades when I tell it to on certain times, certain ways. And right now we're looking at a few trades in the background. This is later in the week, actually, when I'm recording this. And a few trades into drawdown. But if I actually go over to the history tab, you'll see that I've made at least a couple $100 this week. And that's just with this particular account. But the point being, I want you to see that there really is no need. There is absolutely no need to analyze the market other than, is it going up or is it going down? That's it. Now, what's the third option? Sideways. The reason I don't trade a lot in the sideways market is because it's going a little bit up and a little bit down and a little bit up and a little bit down. It's really going nowhere. So it's very easy for me to tell my copy trade system exactly when to, like, for example, in a massive upturn, a massive uptrend. It's very easy for me to tell my copy trade system, only buy on every candle. And of course, I have complete control of the lot size, and so would you if you're using my copy trade system. And I talk about it and I leverage it as the number one tool that you would want to use as a Forex trader. So let's talk about maybe some of the negative things. Like I said, the mind virus concept. So again, great book, Virus of the Mind, written by Richard Brody. And it's as I said, it's the science of memetics. Now, let's talk about some of these things that are mind viruses in the Forex market. I've already mentioned this, strategies. Any strategy that you're given where you're manually trading, it is a virus of the mind. It is being passed on to you from someone, at least in my experience, that has truly no idea what they're doing other than the fact that they've passed on to you this virus of the mind. And frankly, I don't care how great you think your strategy is. It cannot beat automated trading. It can't. Automated trading done right. How do you get access to automated trading done right? Again, my copy trade feed, fxwithterry.com. You can come on over there. You can log right into the trade feed. You can see what the trades are doing. The system takes trades at 0.01 lot size or 10 cents and sends them to you. And you can take those trades, any amount of them, any number of them. You can increase it, decrease it. You can increase the lot size, decrease the lot size, whatever you want to do. You have full control. And guess what the real secret is in Forex? You'll hear me say this over and over again. Of course, it's automation, but it's also trade management. I'll be doing another video series here on YouTube where I go into a random trade. I've set up a random system where it tells me randomly what pair to take that day, randomly a buy or a sell, and randomly a particular lot size. So that'll be a really cool, really fun, really eye-opening case study, because the real issue here is analysis paralysis. I see people out there. There are hundreds of YouTube channels that provide you a daily analysis of the market. GBP USD is going up. Euro USD is going down. You should be taking short positions. They don't have a freaking clue where the market's going. In fact, you'll notice that they're doing those types of channels simply for the attention. They're making money from YouTube and from Google because all of the Forex sheep are watching those channels. Oh, let's analyze the market. There's a guy, brilliant guy, goes live 5 days a week, maybe 6 days a week, because the market opens Sunday night at 5 p.m. And he does hours worth of analysis. Absolute 100 waste of time. Now I've been on the live analysis videos, and I began to point out to this person how, frankly, mentally ludicrous it is to tell anyone where they think the market is going, because it's a coin toss at best. And if you follow along here on the channel, you'll see that statement I just made, the concept of it's a coin toss at best, will become more and more clear to you, and you'll be able to shut off the noise that's happening out there. Years and years worth of mind viruses and noise came inbound to me when I wanted to learn this market. And the truth is, once I realized what's the key, what's the tool? First, be aware. Be aware that what's happening to you is most likely a mind virus. Be able to shut it off. And that tool that I provide is a copy trade service. You can immediately quit analyzing the market. You can quit worrying about where to enter or when to even exit. My copy trade service provides all of that. All you do is manage the trades by looking at it, looking at your control panel on a daily basis, because that's something I give you. I give you a full control panel. You control the entire thing. Number of trades, lot size, turn it on, turn it off, turn it up, whatever you want to do. And then here's a massive bonus I don't talk about a lot, but it's literally one of the number one reasons I'm successful in Forex, is you're going to get into a Forex trade that's going to get hung up. It's going to go into drawdown. We'll talk about the concept of a stop loss in a minute here, but a trade's going to go into drawdown. Part of my system is I recommend to you an automated recovery system, that whenever you get a trade that's in drawdown, you put the recovery robot on that trade. It does its trading, does its technical side, recovers that trade into profit, and you move on. So I can confidently say with my copy trade system, you don't have to take any losses. You don't have to take any net losses. Every day can be profitable for you if you understand the process of automation and taking the idea of the mind virus out of it. So stop loss. I said we talk about this. Here is a mind virus that kept me losing for years until I got rid of it. It's the concept of set a stop loss. But listen to me carefully here. Let's pick those words apart. Set a stop loss. If you set a stop, you will take a loss. That's it. I don't set stop losses. Oh my God. That mind virus is so deep in you that everyone will tell you, listen, if you're managing your trades properly, you don't need a stop loss. If you're risking it all on one trade and you set a stop loss, the price will hit your stop and you'll take a loss. It's that simple. I don't set a stop loss. I don't need one. I haven't had one for over a year on any trade, and I've won thousands and thousands and thousands of profitable trades. Hell, sometimes my copy trade system, is doing 200-300 trades a day, all profitable. Now, if that sounds like pie in the sky to you, great. I appreciate the skepticism. Come on over to fxwithterry.com, log right into one of my accounts. You'll be able to see all the trades. Zero net losses. So we talked about all these people analyzing the markets. And again, this is all around the concept of the mind virus, the virus of the mind. Here's something that's different about me. While everyone is analyzing the market, spending hours analyzing the market, I'm entering a trade. Seen a guy in a Facebook group a couple days ago. They'd spent hours analyzing a particular currency pair, and it was in an uptrend. And the next day, I said, hey guys, how did you do? Some people won a few pips. Most people didn't. Some people entered too late. I showed them that I took 169 trades on that currency pair while I was sleeping. It was all automated. 169 profitable trades. All they could say is, wow. And then, of course, the skeptics came in. Well, you keep doing that, you're going to blow out your account. Actually, no, I'm not. I have all kinds of protections in place. A big one is when I get to a certain amount of drawdown, if I get there, the system stops taking trades and goes into recovery. It's just a click of a button. It could not get any easier. So YouTube channels that provide a market analysis of pairs on a daily basis, it's a mind virus. You are being lied to. The concept, only risk 2% of your account? Okay, be busy and broke your whole life. You're going to have to risk to get the reward. That's how it works. Oh, sure, if you are good enough to trade and risk 2% of your account balance per day and grow it by 2% per day, you can turn $1,000 into millions. The power of compounding is incredible. However, it's typically not going to happen like that for your average person, mostly because they're manually trading and they're emotionally trading. And the worst part is they're trading with a mind virus, things like stop losses, things like strategies. So we'll get more into this as the episodes progress. You'll see that I have a basic theme. One is the viruses that are being passed on in the marketplace with strategies and stop loss and only risk 2%. And then things like wasting hours and hours of your time analyzing the market. This might go up, this might go down. It doesn't matter. And in fact, they don't know what it's going to do. Go watch an analysis channel and watch them say one of the most batshit crazy things you'll ever hear. And here's what it is. They'll say, well, the price could go to this point, or it could back out and go to this point. Excuse me? Did you just tell me the odds of a coin toss? It could go here, or it could go here. If it doesn't go here, it'll go here. Yeah, that's how it works. But what's interesting is, and I don't know what it is about the human mind, that when it hears that, it's like, well, I don't know what I'm talking about. That person must know what they're talking about. So they're just passing on a virus to you. You don't need to ever analyze the market. It's either going up or down or sideways. You don't really care, especially if you're plugged into my tool, which is the copy trade service, because I'm handling that on my end. I'm telling it, oh, wow, this currency pair is in a trend up. We probably should buy, and we probably should buy a lot. In every trend, there's a reversal. When we get to that reversal mark, if we have a trade or two that's hung up, we'll put the recovery robot system on it. It recovers that trade into profit. We move on. So that's it for this episode. Beware of the virus of the mind. We'll talk about it a lot more. It is a core of what I do to help people get profitable in Forex. And then, of course, just skip all the entry, exit, and all that other stuff and just plug it in my copy trade system. It's as simple as that. So that's it. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next episode.